editors around the world, including me. Get better. Get better. Hey guys, Jordan Orme here. I'm a professional music video editor, and I've been lucky enough to work with some amazing artists, including Justin Bieber, Post Malone, Roddy Ricch, Tyga, G-Eazy, Quavo, Kehlani, Sway Lee, Megan Thee Stallion, and many, many more. If you guys would like to support the channel, I just created a Patreon. I'm unable to monetize these videos because of copyrighted music, so feel free to support the channel and help me create more videos just like this. All right, you guys spammed the heck out of me. Okay, just look at this. Look, so many messages. You guys want this video twice, more and more. I first watched this video when it came out about a week ago, and I didn't love it.
Please don't hurt me.
I was kind of reluctant to react to it, but then I realized, hey, you should be able to react to anything, whether it's good or bad. And the more and more that I've watched it, it's growing on me a lot. So I'll break it down for you guys from a professional music video editor perspective. This video is directed by Kim Young-jo. I'm excited to dive into his work. We'll see what we discover. Wow. That's gorgeous, bro. Okay. All right. But this is a little thing that personally I don't like. I don't like cutting directly on the beat over and over. Some people love that, and I respect that. It's not for me. It feels a little on the nose and cheesy. But let's think about this. We are in kind of a perfect world right now. Everything's all pretty. We're in nature. It's like a fairyland. And maybe the editing was influenced by that story. Maybe it's edited in like a perfect cookie cutter way because we're trying to support that world. See, we can anticipate exactly when they're going to cut, and that just kind of bothers me. Ooh, a nice wide shot to end it out. It's a snack.
No, I want it.
This is gorgeous.
'Cause I deserve it. 혹시 잠깐 내가 미워지더라도 걱정 안 할게. 'Cause I know you. 내 눈을 자꾸 피해봐.
An editor's job is to know when not to cut as well as when to cut. But there's beautiful blocking where we have our girl on the left here does her line, the camera comes over here, and then we have our girl on the right that does a line, then we come back to the middle, and it's just beautifully choreographed. So let's just not cut. And then we end the shot with a couple little digital zooms to match the record scratch. We're on to the next setup.
I know you. 내 눈을 자꾸 피해봐. 네 맘을 자꾸 숨겨봐. 나에게서 도망쳐봐.
Also, a great rule of thumb when you're editing is to follow more of a linear progression when you're choosing the framing of your shots. So either start on a wide and slowly cut in, or start on a close-up and slowly cut wide. So here we start on the close-up, cut wide, and it's a super great reveal to see the setting and all the animals and everything that's going on.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot.
Pause the freaking video. So in the intro and the first verse, there's a lot of just longer shots. And then we get blasted with a bunch of color, a bunch of visual effects. And let's be honest, when you first saw this, you were just like... So we end up rotoscoping out all the girls and do zooms and fan them out over and over. And the lyric is saying more and more, and we visually see more and more members, more and more effects, just a lot happening on the screen. A really great technique to hide little imperfections in your transitions is to add something flashy on the screen that distracts the viewer's eye. So in this video, we have little lens flares and film burns in between the zooms. So we're not cutting straight from this shot into this shot. We have this big film burn covering the screen just to help blend those two shots together. And also, did you guys notice all the butterflies in there? What does that mean? Oh, they're being evil. Oh, they're being fascinated by the apples.
More.
All right, I got the meaning of the song now. So I think this is like a coming of age story, but in a music video. So they transition from innocence and being cute and living in a perfect world to living in a real world and being free and adults and kind of owning up to their mistakes. Honestly, this is like the same message as Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS. I just reacted to that one, so go check it out here. It's the story of coming of age and dealing with the sins that you have. And there's a bunch of themes of temptation. There's also apples in it and lots of other things like that. I wonder if this is like a Korean tradition or why this theme is so popular in K-pop videos.
More.
Oh my god. We have a really cool invert effect right when she's about to take the bite of an apple. And this is the moment where she's like, I'm done with my innocence. I'm choosing to own up to my mistakes. It's almost like a positive version of the Garden of Eden story where you eat the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. And she's like, I'm opening my eyes to the real world. You'll see me for me. I'm not hiding behind this cute mask anymore.
More.
We got sick dancing dance. One thing I love about K-pop is how bouncy the camera feels when there's dancing, and a lot of that is in post where the editor adds a bunch of keyframes and kind of bounces the camera movement ever so slightly to the music, and it just really makes the dancing, even though they're fairly small movements, feel so huge, and we love that. Like, all that bouncing is so good. Ooh, that was so great. Oh! Now we're in the hippie world. To add to their dance moves was like... The editor added some colorful textures in the background to enhance that visual feeling that we have to the beat. So now that we're in a new world of freedom and acknowledging reality, the editor makes more creative choices and chooses to add a bunch of colorful effects to match that theme. Don't choose effects that don't match the theme of your video. Don't add a bunch of colorful stuff like this just because it looks cool. Always match your effects to the theme of the video. Don't do it for no reason. Wow. Okay, we got spiders. This video is talking about a relationship, but it also feels like it's talking about a relationship that Twice has to their fan community. Before they were like perfect and cute, all cookie cutter, and now they're coming out of their shell and being like a little more BA. This like jewel spiderweb makes me think Twice feels like they're in control and they're manipulating the fans, they're manipulating the relationship. I don't know. That's what I got out of it, at least. Wow, this is an interesting setup. Ooh, those transitions, though. Dang, they're so confident now. Look at this. Ooh. I love how the lyrics match the emotion of the setup. So we have lips, we have a face, we have a conversation, and everything is just in depth. So it's like ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, answer, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, rack to the back, answer. It's awesome. I love it.
More.
Dang. Okay. So we have the same idea that was executed in the first chorus where we see more and more of the members, except this is executed via choreography and not editing, which is awesome. We love to see the same idea but in a different way. And it looks like right here there was a cut. So everything kind of gets blurry for a second. Look at their hair, look at their faces. Everything's a little bit different. And so the editor zoomed into this shot, matched it perfectly with the shot before it, and then quickly zooms out of this shot, and we have a new setup. So the editor created his or her own match cut by just reframing the shot and adding a little bit of blur, and frick. And the whole time we still have that camera bounce, which is so great. Okay, so it looks like they're exiting this like psychedelic world into reality. Like, this is the real world.
More.
Ooh! They're so free out in the real world. We love all these wide shots. Directors, American music video directors, listen to this. Look at all these wide shots. It's so good. You want to actually see the choreography. Oh! Bruh. Hey! Okay guys, this is why K-pop is better. Every little camera shake and little movement, that was done by the editor and it's so good. Okay, so we got that ba-ba-ba, and to match that effect, we add little duplicates. So what you do is you stack the shot on top of each other and just kind of move it a little bit and put it on a blend mode, and then it creates like this ghosting effect, which looks super cool. They added that to the beat, so it's like ba-ba-ba, so we really feel that. We have little zooms to match all of the bass drums. So all the bass drums have little ba-ba-ba-ka. Look at all these zoom match transitions. So we start in a close-up, we start to zoom out, and then we continue to zoom out, and then we're in this wide shot. We have some camera shaking to match the beat, and then we zoom in and cut to a close-up. So all these little zooms and matching of the framing is a huge K-pop trait that makes their dancing look so good because it feels like a bunch of seamless transitions. It's like they're not even cutting, but actually they are, and it just feels so nice to watch. Zoom. Ooh, that shot is the money shot of the video.
Somebody come get her.
This dance break is like, bro, we are free, we are ourselves, it doesn't matter. We are Twice, but the BA version. No more cute Twice. It's time to get down to business. You may think this is a lighting thing, but if you just take out all of the color channels except for red, the shot looks like this. So there's really no lights going on. The editor's actually making this frame. And then we add a little glitch effect just to match that zzz sound. Match the producing with your effects. Don't do your effects for no reason. Oh, did you see? In the bridge, we have like this cha feel, and the video really matches that. And then when we hear the harmonies, we have our two faces on the side that come in to focus right when we hear the harmony. So it's like ba-da-ba-ba-da, harmony. So we see the harmony and hear the harmony at the exact same time. Just good effects, guys. These are just good, well-placed effects. So we have like a pixel sorting effect. When she swipes across the screen, this pixels sort into a straight line and then she disappears. Like, watch this. Ooh! The effect makes sense. The swipe literally swipes the pixels across the screen. Editors around the world, including me, get better. Get better. Look at these swipes. Bro. Okay. I'm getting so sweaty here because these effects are so on point. The most important thing I want you guys to remember is the story comes first. The editing supports the story, where we went from clean, perfect Twice to free, crazy Twice. The editing supports that and starts very clean and minimalistic and then moves to lots of crazy, colorful effects. Don't use effects where effects aren't needed. Use effects where they're only needed. And we're into that last drop. Everything's colorful, clean. Wow. When I first watched this video, I didn't really like it because I didn't understand the story. But after delving into it and realizing why certain choices were made about the video and what certain things represent, it just makes it so much better. I love how the animals mean certain things. I love all the symbolism. I love the Garden of Eden, but spun in kind of a positive vibe. It's really interesting. Those K-pop tunes. More. Like I said in the intro, I just started a Patreon. Unfortunately, I'm unable to monetize these videos due to copyright. So if you'd like to support the channel, help me make more of these reactions, please hit the link right here. Support this channel on Patreon, and we'll have tons of more content for you all. If you liked this video, please check out my other K-pop reactions. They're a ton of fun. They'll be around here somewhere. And now it's time for the most important moment of the day. More. Bro, sometimes you just gotta flail your limbs around and you feel better.